Namaskar. Our sacred journey through Mission Sanatana Dharma continues. After exploring the Bhagavata Purana, Vishnu Purana, Shiva Purana, Linga Purana, and Skanda Puranas, this week we enter the radiant world of Devi Bhagavata Purana, the scripture that celebrates the power, compassion, and wisdom of Divine Mother, the eternal Shakti behind all creation. So, the Devi Bhagavata Purana, composed by sage Maharishi Vyasa, contains about 18,000 verses. It proclaims that before creation, there was only Shakti, the supreme energy. From her arose Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, the Trimurti, each empowered by her grace. Wherever there is motion, life, intelligence, or compassion, that is Devi manifesting. She is Maya, the creative illusion, Vidya, the liberating wisdom, and Prakriti, the universal nature. Just as electricity gives power to countless devices, but remains unseen, the Divine Mother energizes every form, yet transcends all form. So, the cosmic philosophy of Shakti. The Purana declares there is no Shiva without Shakti and no creation without Devi. So, the Linga symbolizes stillness and Shakti symbolizes movement. Modern physics mirrors this truth. Energy and mass are interconvertible. Without energy, matter is inert, and without consciousness, the universe is dead. Thus, Devi Bhagavata is not mythology, it is the science of cosmic energy. And Ya Devi Sarva Bhudeshu Shakti Rubena Samstitaha Namastasya, 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 Namo Namaha. That is, salutations again and again to that Devi who dwells in all beings as power itself. Every atom vibrates with hidden energy. Every living cell pulses with bioelectric current. And Devi is this vibration of life. When awareness meets this energy, there is creation. When awareness withdraws, there is peace. So, before time began, only the Supreme Devi existed as Parasakti, infinite and still. And she willed, let me become many. And from that will arise Nada, sound, and Bindu, point, the first vibrations of creation. From these emerged space, air, fire, water, and earth. So, astrophysics calls this as the quantum fluctuation preceding the Big Bang vibration giving birth to matter. So, the ancients called it Nada Brahman, sound becoming form. Thus, Devi's cosmic dance, Lazya, is the same rhythm that makes galaxies spin and electrons revolve. So the Devi Bhagavata explains that the Supreme Mother manifests as three primary energies. Mahalakshmi, the sustaining force of abundance and harmony. Mahasaraswati, the creative force of learning and artistry. And Mahakali, the transformative force that dissolves ignorance. So these are not separate goddesses, but three frequencies of one infinite power, like infrared, visible, and ultraviolet of the same light spectrum. So, Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye Trembage Devi, Narayani Namostute. O Devi Narayani, source of all auspiciousness, and success, I bow to you, the refuge of all. So the modern message is the three Shaktis are the three aspects of human excellence: prosperity, creativity, and courage. Balance them and life becomes complete. So, Durga represents the disciplined power, Mahishasura, egoistic arrogance. Her victory is a triumph of clarity over confusion. Just as an immune system destroys harmful cells to keep the body healthy, Durga's energy removes negative tendencies that threaten inner balance. For today's youth, discipline your energy before it turns into self destruction. Annapurna, the goddess of nourishment. One Shiva told Parvati, the world is illusion. Parvati disappeared. Famine struck. Shiva realized that even wisdom cannot sustain without compassion. So Devi returned as Annapurna, feeding all beings. So, in economics, food security and empathy are the true foundations of civilization. Technology without compassion creates hunger of the soul. So, knowledge must feed life, not drain it. Be intelligent and kind. And Lalita Tripura Sundari, the beauty of consciousness. Lalita represents awareness that enjoys creation without attachment. She sits on the Sri Chakra, a perfect geometric design of triangles symbolizing cosmic balance. Scientific insight. So the Sri Chakra corresponds to fractal geometry, the same pattern that appear in nature, snowflakes, shells, and galaxies. So life, you have to live beautifully. Harmony is holiness. Order and artistry reflect divine intelligence. So the 9 forms of Durga, Navadurga, each form of Durga represents one stage of human evolution. Shailaputri, strength of beginnings. Brahmacharini, penance and discipline. Chandrakanta, courage in battle. Kushmanda, creative energy. Skandamata, motherhood and nurture. Katyayani, determination and justice. Kalaratri, facing darkness without fear. Mahagauri, purity and forgiveness. And Siddhidatri, that is perfection and grace. So these are the 9 stages of personality development, from strength and learning to compassion and maturity. Scientific dimension of Shakti. Quantum energy. Matter is condensed vibration. Shakti in motion. And neuroscience. Chanting mantras creates alpha and theta brain waves, introducing the calm focus. And psychology. The feminine principle symbolizes emotional intelligence, the capacity to feel without fear. Ecology. Earth herself is Devi, Bhudevi, the living organism sustaining us. So, the Devi Bhagavata Purana is in essence a manual for harmony between science, soul, and society. So, the balance of masculine and feminine, the text remains where women are honored, there are the gods rejoice. So, in modern terms, empowerment of women is not social charity, it is spiritual necessity. Just as positive and negative charges are needed for electricity, male and female energies are needed for creation and balance. So, respect feminine energy in all forms, mother, sister, wife, colleague, or nature itself. When you honor Shakti, success flows effortlessly. So, sit silently, visualize a radiant golden light within your heart and repeating Om Sri Matre Namaha. Feel that light expand through your body into the world. This simple meditation realigns your energy filled with universal harmony. Studies show heart coherence, meditation synchronizes heartbeat, and brain waves enhancing empathy and immunity. So the Purana concludes that the whole universe is a reflection of Devi's play, Leela. Every joy and sorrow, gain and loss are waves upon her ocean of energy. Recognize this and you transcend anxiety. Act with awareness and life becomes worship. Durge Smrita Harasi Bitime Seshas Jandoha Sassa Smrita Madimativa Subham Dadasi. So, When you remember Durga, you remove fear. When you meditate upon, you grant noble intelligence. So fear disappears when faith awakens. Confusion dissolves when compassion flows. So the Devi Bhagavatam speaks directly to today's world and to the youth. Channel your energy like Durga's veil, precise, purposeful, peaceful. And to the leaders, rule with Saraswati's wisdom and Annapurna's compassion. And to the scientist, recognize the Devi in the laws of nature. And to the artist, create with Lakshmi's harmony and Lalita's grace. And in a society addicted to speed and screens, Devi calls us back to stillness and empathy. When feminine energy is suppressed, imbalance follows. And when it is honored, civilization rises. So, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, Buddhi Rupena Samsitaha, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Salutation to Devi who dwells in all beings as wisdom. Let this wisdom awaken each of us. Let our thoughts be Saraswati, our hearts Lakshmi, and our courage Kali. So, today, women are reclaiming space in science, business, leadership, and art. The Devi Bhagavata reminds us that this is not rebellion, it is restoration. Every woman carries within her the Durga Shakti, the power to protect, the Saraswati Shakti, the power to enlighten, and the Lakshmi Shakti, the power to sustain. When the modern woman realizes she is not just a participant in creation, but the very axis of creation, she becomes unstoppable. Empowerment does not mean imitation of men, it means revelation of divinity. Just as electricity flows through different appliances but remains the same current, the Divine Mother flows through every woman differently as intellect, emotion, art, or courage. And what about men? Shakti is not limited to the feminine form. When a man respects sensitivity, protects nature, honors women, and controls his ego, he too becomes Shakta, a devotee of Shakti. Modern psychology calls this integration of the masculine and feminine energies, logic with empathy, ambition with humility. So, the balance is what creates complete human beings, not fragmented achievers. A truly strong man does not dominate, he harmonizes. He becomes like Shiva, steady yet sensitive, detached yet deeply devoted. And the Devi Bhagavata anticipated much of what science now explores. When it says Devi resides in every atom, it mirrors quantum physics. When it says sound creates form, it prefigures string theory. And when it declares Devi is Maya, it points to relativity, that reality changes with the observer. Today's youth can rediscover that unity. Learn coding and contemplation. Study astrophysics and Atmajnana. Be modern but not disconnected. Be scientific but not cynical. So, the more you explore the laws of the universe, the more you will find the rhythm of Devi pulsating beneath them. And the Devi Bhagavata personifies earth as Bhudevi, the nurturing mother. She feeds us, shelters us, forgives our violence, and still blooms again. But today's civilization has wounded her deeply, and the Purana remains. To pollute water is to insult Ganga. To destroy forests is to wound Parvati. To waste food is to dishonor Annapurna. Environmental responsibility, therefore, is not activism, it is spiritual obligation. Recycling, simplicity, and gratitude are modern forms of yajna, sacrifices for collective balance. So, in an era of depression, anxiety, and alienation, the mother's energy heals. Her worship is not just outer ritual, it is inner therapy. Chanting, meditation, silence, these are neurochemical balancers. They regulate serotonin, reduce stress hormones, and restore clarity. And to worship Devi is to return to yourself. Each time you breathe deeply, Each time you forgive, each time you create, you are participating in her cosmic dance. So, Devi does not ask you to renounce the world. She asks you to renew it. Whatever your profession, be it scientist, entrepreneur, artist, or teacher, carry her energy into your work. Let Saraswati guide your intellect. Lakshmi bless your efforts, and Durga protect your courage. Youth today must become torchbearers of integrated living, where technology serves humanity, where ambition serves compassion, and where progress serves peace. So, when knowledge becomes wisdom, when skill becomes service, the Devi within you is awakened. So, या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धा रूपेण संस्थिताः नमस्तसे 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 नमो नमः. So salutation to that Devi who abides in all beings as faith itself. Faith is not blind belief. It is the invisible current that makes the impossible possible. When the world seems uncertain, when challenges seem unbearable, remember this: Shakti never abandons you. She flows as courage in your chest, conviction in your words, and compassion in your deeds. So, let us rise as children of the Divine Mother, not divided by language or religion, but united by reverence for life. Let every home be a temple, every word be a mantra, every act be worship. That is the true spirit of Devi Bhagavata Purana. True power is not controlling others, but in mastering oneself. When your heart is fearless and your mind is compassionate, you are the living embodiment of Shakti. So, may the Mother's grace guide your path. Let us invoke her energy, not only in temples, but in daily conduct, through respect, service, and self-discipline. Please watch all my videos on this channel, Yoga, Dhyana, and Dharma, to understand the deeper essence of our Sanatana Dharma. Together, let us carry its light to every home, every heart, and every generation, spreading awareness, peace, and pride in our timeless heritage. So, the message of Devi Bhagavata Purana is not limited to temples, rituals, or chants. It is a blueprint for human consciousness, a guide for living with awareness in a restless world. Today, humanity stands at a strange crossroad. We have conquered space, yet struggle to find inner peace. We have measured the stars, yet forgotten the rhythm of our own breath. So the Divine Mother calls upon this generation to balance outer achievement with inner awakening. In the modern world, we worship speed, but Shakti teaches rhythm. We accumulate wealth, but Devi reminds us of balance. We crave power, but the Mother demands compassion. Let us walk this path with humility, strength, and grace, seeing every thought as a prayer, every action as worship, and every moment as sacred. Have a wonderful week ahead. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.